Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you guys can see by the title, we are going to be rehoming one of my tarantulas into a bigger enclosure so that she can have a lot more room. So it has been a while since I've showed you guys my tarantulas, and I'm really excited to show you guys how they're doing and talk about how they've been, how big they've gotten, and things like that. So here I have Ophelia. She's in this giant tank over here to the right. Ophelia was my first tarantula. She is still in this enclosure that we put her in. This was several years ago at my old house is when we actually rehomed her into this, and she's doing great. I'm gonna show you guys a close-up of her. Obviously that tank is pretty big, so it's over to the side, but I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing here, so just bear with me. But I am gonna show you guys Ophelia up close. All right, so here is a close-up of Ophelia. This is Ophelia's enclosure. She is in a 5-gallon short tank. Ophelia, I've had Ophelia for about 4 years, and she was about 4 years old when I got her, so she should be close to 8 years old now from what I gathered. I got her as an adult. Ophelia is a captive bred New River Rust Rump. She's closely related to the Arizona Blonde, Aphonopelma chalcodes, but her particular subspecies or locale is, from what I gather, it is Aphonopelma sp or Aphonopelma species. She's just basically a different locale to the Arizona Blondes, but I absolutely love her. This little coloration on her rump, she's had that since I got her, so I assume that's just part of her rump coloring. Even through her molt, it still has always looked like that. So that's just what she looks like, but she's pretty sizable. You can see she's pretty big. She's very docile. She's never done anything. She moves really slow. I can touch her and she doesn't ever seem bothered by me. So yeah, she's just a really good girl and I absolutely love her. And she was my first tarantula ever from 4 years ago. And then I had her for over a year when I got Midnight. So I've only had Midnight a little over 2 years. So yeah. This video is not about Ophelia. It's actually about my second tarantula that I bought on my channel a few years back. If you guys remember, about 2 years ago, I got this little tarantula here, this tiny, tiny little sling. And it has been 2 years that I have had this little sling. This is my Mexican black velvet that I named Midnight. I've had this one for about 2 years, and my little bitty sling has more than doubled in size. So I feel like she's finally big enough. I call it a she. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at sexing my tarantulas. I just assume they're all female. I don't know. Ophelia, I assume is a female. I don't know. I hope it's a female because I don't want to lose her. And females typically live longer than males, so we're just going with that. In the 2 years that I have had Midnight, this little sling, she has actually gotten really big and she's molted 4 times, and I actually save all of her molts so that I can show you guys how big she's gotten. I'm gonna show you guys her molts up close so that you guys can see. It's so crazy how tiny she was whenever I got her and how big she is now. So I'm gonna show you guys her molts. Her latest molt that she did about a week and a half ago, it was probably about a week and a half ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, she literally, she more than doubled in size in her last molt. So I don't know if that has any indication of whether it's a boy or girl. Hopefully it doesn't. But she was so tiny the first year I had her. And then, yeah, in the last 6 months, she has started to put on some size. So here are all of Midnight's molts. You can see in comparison to my thumbnail. So this is the first molt ever after I got her. I believe this was about maybe 3 or 4 months after I got her, I want to say. And then that's the second one. So you can see how teeny tiny she still was. And then this is when she started getting some size on her. And then this one is the newest one from last week. And you can see, compared to my nail, she's getting some size on her. So that is why we upgraded her little enclosure today. So you can see her little... That's the newest molt. Look at that. Just so cute. She's getting so big, which is exciting. But yeah, so that's all 4 of them. And I wanted to show you guys just a little close-up of those. This one is probably the best molt that she has done because you can really see the abdomen and everything. It just looks so good. But yeah, this one's really cool because her molts are starting to look like actual fuzzy little tarantulas, which is just always so fun. So I'll continue to keep her molts and we'll watch her grow, and I think that's really exciting. So I want to show you guys Ophelia and Midnight's molts. So Ophelia has only molted 1 time since I've had her. This is Ophelia's only molt that she's ever done. So you guys can see how big she is. This is basically exactly what Ophelia looks like. She's obviously a little bigger than this but I mean, that's a really sizable, she's a really sizable tarantula. But yeah, this is Ophelia's one and only molt she's ever done. I framed it because obviously I'm gonna keep them, and it turned out beautifully, I think. I mean, it turned out really well. I was so excited to get this because it literally looks just like her. But yeah, she's doing great. And you guys can see Midnight has molted a lot since I got her, but she was so tiny, you know, when I got her that tracks. Okay, so she's finally big enough, I feel, to put her in a bigger enclosure, and I'm so excited because I've been holding on to this enclosure for about 2 years now almost. Right after I got Midnight, I bought this mushroom. These are the $5 mushroom enclosures from Target. This one is from 2 years ago. They actually upgraded it and made it bigger, which I don't need a bigger one. She's very, very small. I'm perfectly happy with this. But I was only able to get my hands on one of these because they were selling out so fast. And so I only got one, but I'm really, really excited because I've held on to this mushroom because I saw Tarantula Cat do these videos. She did a video about this a year ago, and then I think she did one 2 years ago when they very first came out, which was again right after I got Midnight. I have to give Tarantula Cat all the credit. This was not my idea. She rehoused a lot of her tarantulas in these cute little mushrooms, and that's where I saw it first, and that's where I got the idea. So all the credit goes to Tarantula Cat, but I think it's so cute, and I'm really excited to upgrade her. These are just little $5 kits from Target. They're like little bug collection kits. That's literally what they say. And yeah, I'm gonna leave my string on. I'm not gonna carry it by that obviously, but I think Tarantula Cat removed hers. I'm just gonna leave mine on because it does have plenty of breathe holes, so I'm not worried about that at all. And then the lid just screws off pretty easily, so that won't be hard to get in and out to feed and water. It's really nice. And then it does come with little tongs and a little bug catcher, but I'm obviously not gonna be needing that, so that's fine. So the first thing that we are gonna put in here is some Eco Earth. I have, this bag is a little bit used. I have a leftover bag of Eco Earth here from when I did one of my tank cleans, so I'm just gonna go on and put some of that in the bottom of here. I use Eco Earth for both of my tarantula enclosures, and I find that it works great. I just keep it misted like every once in a while to just keep a little bit of moisture near the water bowl, but other than that, it's worked pretty good. Okay, I feel like that might be good because Midnight is not very big, so I don't want to like completely lose her in here, you know, so I feel like that's a pretty good amount. I know she's gonna tunnel. She does tunnel. She tunnels even in this little one. When she was really small, she would always tunnel, but she's pretty good about staying out, so I'm hoping I won't lose her in this. I think this is gonna be really good for her. I kind of want to do it a little bit angled, maybe like that, and I'll have to get my spray bottle to mist once I get that done. So I have the Eco Earth in here. I also got some little cork barks. I actually cut these off of a huge piece of cork bark that I used to use for Bodhi, my crested gecko who sadly passed away. I lost Bodhi about 1.5 years ago. So I got these little cork barks cut off of my big one. So I think I'm gonna do a couple of pieces of this. I also have a little cap to a jug of distilled water. This is just a little cap, but it has ridges in here. So because she's finally big enough, I'm fully confident that I don't think she can drown in this, and I'm not gonna fill it up all the way, maybe like halfway, but I think this little bottle cap will be good for her. I feel really good about that. And then I have some fake plants here, which we're also gonna put in there. That's my clock. Then we have some fake plants, which I'm gonna cut some off of this to put in there just to give her a little fake greenery, you know. And I have this one too, but I feel like this one is on like a wall panel piece. You see, it's kind of weird. I think this will be the better one to put in there. I don't really know how big exactly to make this. How big should I make it? Maybe just like this, maybe. Think that'll be good. I feel like that will be appropriate to maybe put around the edge, or even maybe to cut this and put that in there. So maybe we'll do that, we'll see. All right, I'm gonna put in the cork bark. Oh yeah, this will be perfect. Should I put it on the low end or the high end? I'm thinking high. Oh yeah, I'm thinking high. I think that'll be good. See, to give her like a little house. And I think I'm gonna tilt it back just so I can see inside the little tunnel, but I think she'll love that. I really, really do. And then I have this little piece too, which I wanna make use of, even though she's really small and I don't wanna lose her. I do think this is just gonna be the most perfect. Oh, I think this is so cute. It's just gonna be the most perfect. I'm sorry about the glare from the lights in the windows, but I think this is gonna be perfect. And I cut off this little piece of greenery that we're gonna stick down in here and give her just a little bit of something to look at, a little bit of something to do, you know. I am gonna make this smaller. I just think that'll work better. Let's see. Thinking like this, maybe to the back of the little, that's pretty cute, right? I think that's cute. I think she'll like that, just to give her something to kind of look at. Which she's gonna mess around in here and make this her own and probably move some things around and stuff. And then I feel like that one might be good enough, don't you think? I think that's pretty good. And then we have our little cap in here, which I'm gonna put the cap in here with no water and then I'll fill it up once it's in here. So I'm just gonna leave the cap in here like so. The cap does look pretty big, but it really isn't as deep as it looks. But this is literally, other than like a water bottle cap, which I may have, that would be significantly smaller. Let me see if I have one of those. Okay, so I do have these little Halloween waters that I get every year at Halloween time. And I do have a cap that is much smaller. Maybe this is more appropriate, maybe actually. What do we think, guys? The big one or the little one? She's like small enough to sit in the middle of this, so probably this one. I'm thinking this one's probably better. I forgot I had these. This might be better actually. And I'll just go on and put some of the water in here, why not? Just like so. And she definitely cannot drown in that because it's smaller than her body. So I feel really good about that. I'm gonna put this in here. Just like so. There's her little water. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. It's just turning out so cute. I'm really happy with this. Here is Midnight. You can see her there. She's so little, but she has gotten some good size on her, so she's definitely ready to move. That was her tiny little water dish that she had since I got her. But I would have to fill this thing up like every other day because it dried out so fast. So it'll kind of be nice to have a bigger water bowl for her. But I think she definitely is gonna like having the bigger water dish too, and she's gotten so big. She's gotten some good size on her. We're gonna just get her in here very gently. Can you guys see her? Can you see? I don't know if you guys can see this. It's probably so reckless to do this, but I'm just gonna nudge her into there very, very gently. I don't have a paintbrush, but go baby, go on, go. She's like, I'll take my sweet time to go into the cup. Good girl. All right, she's in the cup. Here she is. There's teeny tiny Midnight. I hope you guys can see very well. And now I'm just gonna lower her down into it and hopefully she crawls out on her own. I also can just leave this down in there and like let her take her time. But all right, Midnight, you can crawl out on your own, and once you do, I will remove the cup because I don't want to force you. She's in the little cave. You probably can't see her because it's kind of dark, but I'm going to take it outside and show you guys her in the little cave because it's super cute, and she's in there and we are done. I'm so happy. Oh, I've waited so long to do this. I hope she loves it in there. gonna put the lid, screw it back on like so, and she's done. It's on there tight. I'm not gonna carry it by this, but I do think that is just so cute. But it's done. I'm so excited. I wish I had like a giant one of these for Ophelia, but Ophelia is good in her giant tank. But yeah, I'm so excited. She's in the little cave, which is so cute. I think this is such just tarantula cat, just genius. Like, this is just so cute. It's so perfect for tarantulas, and because of its size, you can actually keep your little larger slings or your juvenile tarantulas in here for quite a while. Like, you can, because it's perfectly big enough, especially for how small she is, and it took her 2 years to get this size. So I definitely think she'll be able to stay in here for a minute, and it'll be perfectly big enough for her, and I'm just so excited. It's so cute. All right, guys, that is it for my tarantula video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video of me rehoming my little tarantula Midnight. So excited. I want to do this for so long. Look at the upgrade. This is a very big difference. It's very exciting. Obviously, if you have a teeny tiny little sling that you just got from like a pet store or an expo or from a reputable breeder, whatever, this is perfectly acceptable for tiny slings. But once they do molt a few times and they do get, I would say personally, I would say bigger than a dime. Like, once they're bigger than a dime, which Midnight is now bigger than a dime, she's more like a little nickel. I would say it's time to upgrade them. That's just my opinion. If you can see them and they're not easily to get lost, then you can upgrade them into like a medium size or like a smaller enclosure. But I'm so excited to have her in her mushroom that I absolutely love, and waited 2 years to upgrade her into this. Like, I'm so excited, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching me build her little enclosure. She's coming out. She's come out. She's out. You see her? There she is. Sorry about the glare. There, you can see her. See? She's on the corner of the cork bark. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Or if you want to see any more videos on my tarantulas, feel free to comment down below and I will film it for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. Be kind. Bye.